Some people smile every single day, and no one around them has any idea how much they've actually survived. The strongest people don't always look strong. Most of the time, they look completely normal. They just carry things quietly. Battles that changed them in ways nobody else ever saw happen. If these 5 signs sound familiar, there's a real chance you've survived more than most people around you will ever know. Sign 1. You don't panic the way you used to. Psychologists call this emotional adaptation. When someone goes through repeated stress or disappointment, their mind slowly recalibrates how it handles pressure. Small problems used to ruin your entire day. Now you go quiet. You think before you react. Not because life got easier, because you've already lived through worse. People sometimes read that as not caring. What's actually happening is your nervous system learned something. If you survived that, you can survive this too. Sign 2. Somewhere along the way, being alone stopped feeling lonely. Psychologists note that people who've been through emotional hardship often become more emotionally independent. You stopped chasing constant validation. You stopped begging people to stay. And little by little, solitude turned into something closer to peace. That doesn't mean loneliness never shows up. It means you learned something most people never have to learn: how to sit with your own thoughts and rebuild in silence. Sign 3. Getting hurt enough times teaches you to read a room fast. A shift in tone, a change in energy. The exact moment someone's kindness starts sounding like a setup for a favor. Psychologists call this hyperawareness, a nervous system that learned to scan for danger because it had to. You became harder to fool, harder to manipulate, harder to lie to. It's not negativity, it's data. Once you've lived through betrayal or disrespect, your mind starts paying attention to the warning signs it used to miss completely. Sign 4. You can laugh with people, talk for hours, seem completely at ease, and still keep entire parts of yourself that almost no one gets to see. Psychologists describe this as a protective form of privacy, not attention-seeking. The opposite, vulnerability once cost you something, so now you ration it carefully. You think twice before trusting. You handle more than people realize alone. Some call that distant. What it actually is, someone who learned the hard way that not everyone deserves full access to their pain. Sign 5. A quiet morning, an honest conversation, a night with absolutely no drama in it. People who haven't been through much tend to chase excitement. People who've survived hard seasons chase something else entirely. Safety. Psychologists say prolonged stress leaves the brain craving stability far more than stimulation. That's why the small things land differently for you now. After chaos, peace doesn't feel boring. It feels like a gift you don't take for granted anymore. Surviving hard battles doesn't always make people louder. More often, it makes them quieter, more careful, more observant, strong in ways that never show up on the outside. If any of these 5 signs sounded like you, there's a good chance you've already survived moments that could have broken you completely. And somehow, you kept going, even when no one around you knew how hard it actually was. Which of these 5 hit closest to home? Tell me the number in the comments.